Hello everybody, welcome to SimRace TV for Modified Mondays. I'm Jay Weezy, the SRTV Network booth for the SimAddicts Modifieds here at Volusia Speedway, race number 5. Hope y'all are ready for this one. It's going to be a good one as usual. Got a little bit left here in practice, so, you know, sit back, watch some of these cars, go out there and run some laps, get all the snacks and all that stuff you need, and get ready. So we got 50 laps coming up here. Right now, this man right here, you see him, Keith Hackney. He's on top of the leaderboard here. Nothing unusual. 17.220. Jeremy Freeman in second with a 17.288. So it's pretty close. As you take a look at the top 5, you got Kyle Morris, Jason Nash, and Thomas Coggins all there, rounding out that top 5 there. We got a good one coming up, so everybody hang tight. So we're about to get dirty. There we go, Jeremy. Finally got that driver's suit on there for you. And it looks very well, so finally caught you on the track. Let me know how everything sounds out there. Hopefully it sounds alright. If not, let me know. I'll fix it. Make everything right for you, because you are what's most important. We are doing this for you, so don't be shy. And if you want to get a word in with one of these drivers, let me know. And let me know what you want to ask them, or something like that, and we'll see if we can't get an interview in, because we do have 5 minutes left here while these guys are out there running some laps. Let's take a lap around here with Jeremy Freeman, that number 18. Gen X Bad Racing, number 11 there, Nicholas Daffern. I don't know if I've seen him before out there. They better watch out for him. He's got that Gen X Bad on the back of that thing. You know those guys are fast. And speaking of fast, I give you a little rundown of previous race winners here. First race was at Williams Grove. Jarrett Murphy brought home that win. He's actually got 2 wins because he also won race 4. So Keith Hackney won at USA. Thomas Coggins won at LIMALAND, race number 3. And race number 4, like I said, Jarrett Murphy got his 2nd win there. And here we are, race number 5 at Volusia. So let's see if we got another 2-time winner, if we can get a new one up there in victory lane. And Kyle Morris looks like he'd be a good one to pick. So if you got any picks out there, let's hear it. Who you rooting for out there? Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And let's go over the point standings right now here as we move on to race number 5 here for the SIMADDICTS. Ethan Stuckwish is your points leader by 11 points over TJ Coggins. Jarrett Murphy in 3rd there. He's only 16 back there from Ethan. Nathan Castler and Keith Hackney, they round out the top 5, and look how close them points are. You only got 26 points separating the top 7 drivers, so the points are tight over here. These guys better be careful. They're gonna need all the luck they can get. And I know they got fast race cars, and you know, these things are fixed setup, so they ain't got a whole lot of choice on what they do. Blake Mosley rooting for herself, I hear you. Try to finish eating my pizza. All right, practice is winding down. I hear you, Blake. I got home a little late. Sorry about that. Got up in the booth there just about maybe 2 minutes before the cars went out on the track. That's gonna do it. Practice is over. Keith Hackney was fastest in practice, so we're gonna have to watch him. Everybody knows him. I call him the king of dirt. These cars getting set to qualify. Let's ride along here with Jason Nash as he puts his time down. I'll keep y'all informed. You look at the bottom of your screen, you'll see his lap times. Oh, sorry about that. Oh no, he gets into the wall there. Jason Nash is gonna have to try it again. Let's take a look right now. Tim Christensen right here on top of the leaderboard. But it ain't over yet. Jarrett Murphy slides through there with a 17,684. Watch out for this guy right here because that HRT iRacing flag number 25 is fast week in and week out. Little pizza sauce on me, huh? I got some napkins. Right now, this is your pole sitter. Let's see if he can get knocked down. We still got some cars out there running. Hunter Wright to 31. Widow Wax Machine. As he comes off turn number 4, 17.764. That's good enough for 8th. Blake Brown's out there. Well, maybe not. Jesse is. Let's see who's out there. Hunter's still out there running some laps. Getting some practice in. We got Sean Freeman out there. The discount tire number 87. That body armor super drink on the hood of that machine there. Fast guy right there. He's been gone for a while, but guess what, guys? He's back. So watch out for Sean Freeman tonight in the 87. And last night's winner, this guy right here, Kendall Tucker in the 00. He ran that 55 machine last night and brought home the win here in the Dirt Outlaws Series Pro Late Models. Looking to do it again here as he puts it on point tonight. Only 17 thousandths ahead of Keith Hackney. This guy right here, right now being scored in second fastest. But good luck to all the drivers out there. As JD Sash is out there making his qualifying attempt. First lap's a 17.905. That's gonna put him 17th. As we take a look at our qualifying order right now, it looks like this. Kendall Tucker on the pole. Keith Hackney in second. Hunter Wright, Jarrett Murphy, Kyle Morris, Tim Christensen, Troy Stuckwish, Nicholas Daffrin, Jeremy Freeman, and Thomas Coggins. As they round out the top 10, we take a look further on back. Stacked house here tonight, and it looks like we got 28 cars and they're still piling in. We're winding down here in qualifying, and I tell you what I'd like to do, see if we can't get a word in with our pole sitter. So he is on the pole tonight. See what his chances are on bringing this one home. And if you'd like to ask him a question, let me know what it is. We'll see. But right now, let's pull him on up here. See if we can get him on the radio. Kendall Tucker, Jay Weezy in the SRTV booth. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, you was fast last night, man. You're probably still celebrating on that win from last night. But you're also fast today. You're always fast. I mean, what is it with you?
I don't know, man. I guess you could say I just getting on here a little less, just on here and having some fun. That's just what you got to do. You can sometimes just try too hard, race a little too much, but I just get on here and try to have a good time running these leagues and stuff. And I appreciate IDA and SIMADDICTS getting us opportunity.
Hey, man, absolutely. You know, and you got a fast one out there tonight. I won't keep you. Go out there and do your thing, man. Good luck. Maybe we can catch you here in Victory Lane.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Hope so.
I ain't no doubt in my mind he's got a shot at that. So we'll find out. As these guys are gridding up, let's take a look at our starting grid here tonight. It's going to be Kendall Tucker on the pole with the 93 car. Kyle Morris on his outside. That's heat race number 1, by the way. Jeremy Freeman is going to be starting in that spot. He ain't out there just yet. There he is. He's going to be starting second row inside. He's got Blake Garrett in the 257 on his outside. JD Sash in that third row. He's got Ethan Stuckwish. Ethan's the points leader, by the way. Watch out for him. And last but not least, my man, Jesse Isidore. I tell you what, can't wait till he gets that win again. He won last season, I believe. I could be wrong. Hey, I'm still a fan of Jesse Isidore either way. And I know we got a lot of Hackney fans out there, and just so y'all know, I'll put it out there. I'm a Keith Hackney fan myself, but I do like a lot of these drivers, so I don't really, I don't really root for any particular driver, but I do like a lot of these drivers, man. I love watching Keith, and I love watching Kendall Tucker, Kyle Beck, Ethan, Jeremy Freeman. There's a lot of cars, but Jesse Isidore really stands out. He's always fast, and he's right there in that number 9, starting on the tail end of the field. So y'all get ready, because he's going to try to come up through the field and get a win here in heat race number 1 tonight. Top 4 will advance, so y'all be ready for that. Green flag is out, and we're back racing here. We got a battle for third. Looks like Jeremy Freeman's going to take it away there from Blake Garrett. Blake Garrett to the inside as they go side by side through 1 and 2. Kendall Tucker out to a nice little lead here. 8-lap heat races, by the way. These guys are starting to heat up. Starting to heat up right here. Jeremy Freeman, Blake Garrett, JD Sass, he's got his hands full. Ethan Stuckwish down there on the bottom. All trying to get up into that top 4 so they can transfer to the A main, and they won't have to go to the B main and fight their way up through that field, because it's always stacked over here for the International Dirt Association. SIMADDICTS Modified Mondays, heat race number 1. And they're in race number 5 tonight here at Volusia Speedway. Kendall Tucker with a nice little lead there. Kyle Morris running in second. Jeremy Freeman in third. Blake Garrett is in that last transfer spot. We're keeping an eye on this last transfer spot here. Right now, that 257 holds on to that, but Ethan Stuckwish looking to sneak in there and steal it away. They got a fixed setup here, so everybody's got the same equipment. It's all in the driver's hands, so see who can do it. Jeremy Freeman looking good tonight out there. Jesse Isidore, he's up to 5th right now, or I mean 6th. Blake Garrett's holding on tight to that number 4 spot there as the white flag comes out for Kendall Tucker. I think Jeremy Freeman might have tapped the wall there for just a second. Slowed him down just a little bit. Ethan Stuckwish still trying to work on it as he takes that last lap around here. Kendall Tucker coming off of turn number 4 to take the checker flag. Your winner for heat race number 1. The 00, Kendall Tucker, Kyle Morris in second, Jeremy Freeman in third, Blake Garrett is going to round out the top 4 that transfers on. Ethan Stuckwish just out of that top 4. As we move on to heat race number 2. Telling you, if you're out there watching and you're driving on this track tonight, get out there and make it happen, man. Put yourself in a good spot. Drive these things hard. Put on a good show for us. We love watching it. Let's take a look at our starting grid here for heat race number 2. Keith Hackney in the 101 machine. Usually see him in the 69. He changed his number. He's going to have the 27 of Tim Christensen on his outside there. Second row inside, the 88, TJ Coggins. On his outside is the 331 of Dustin Hall. Right behind them, we got Blake Brown in that 74 machine. He's got the 28 of Charles Hollywood Silvas. Thanks for that logo there, man. I appreciate that. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about that logo up at the top right corner of your screen. Old Charles Silvas hooked me up with that. Appreciate that. Great job on that, by the way. All right, lights about to go off on the pace car, and we're about to go green flag racing here for the International Dirt Association SIMADDICTS League. They're all bunched up, coming down the back stretch. Green flag out, Hackney hammers down. Thomas Coggins holding down and on the bottom, running that bottom low line. Current order right now here: Keith Hackney, Tim Christensen, Thomas Coggins, Blake Brown, Dustin Hall, and Charles Silvas. Thanks for watching, Donna Brown. And that's Blake Brown in that 74 machine out there. Right now, he's locked in at that number 4 spot, so all he's got to do is hold off Charles Silvas. Charles Silvas is quite a ways behind, so you don't have any pressure here. But right now, he's trying to put the pressure on TJ Coggins in the 88 here. He might take over that number 3 spot. Hey, why not? Just past halfway here. Zeke's gonna get 2 to go. Keith Hackney, your race leader. 2 more times around and he might pull off this victory for heat race number 2. As long as he can hold off Tim Christensen in that hard charging number 27. And Thomas Coggins right there. Right there in 3rd. Keith Hackney gets the white flag this time by. One more time around for Mr. Hackney. As I would say, the king of dirt. I'm just kidding. Off to turn 4 here. Keith Hackney with the checker flag in the air brings home the win for heat race number 2. Tim Christensen, Thomas Coggins, Blake Brown locked in. Charles Silvas and Dustin Hall moving on to the B main as we get set to run heat race number 3. Let's take a look at our starting grid here for this one. Hunter Wright on the pole for this one in that 31 machine. He's got Troy Stuckwish in that 124 to his outside. Second row inside, David Sutton. Very, very fast. I'm a fan of him as well. The 23 of Todd Hook on his outside there. Third row inside, it's going to be this guy right here. Zachary Bevan, the 62 machine. He's got Andy Taylor in that 19 on his outside. And last row is Jason Nash in that Blue Lives Matter, number 199. It's coming from the tail end here. See if he can't get up in that top 4 and transfer on to the feature race here tonight. It's going to be 50 laps here at Volusia. Great job by all the drivers so far. I agree with that, Donna. These guys are putting on one heck of a show as they get ready to take the green flag one more time for heat race number 3. Lights off on the pace car, so next time by, they're going to be slideways down through 1 and 2. It's going to be on Hunter Wright in that 31 to hammer down. He's going to try to keep it out in front of Troy Stuckwish, David Sutton, and Todd Hook. Man, I tell you what, this top 4 is pretty stacked up. And if they could get a good restart, it's anybody's race. Even Jason Nash in the back, he's got a shot at this one, so we'll see what happens. The pace car gets it to pull in. Green flag out. David Sutton moves straight to the bottom. He's side by side with Troy Stuckwish. Looks like the high side's got some more speed. As Todd Hook's trying to make a move as well. David Sutton keeps it on the bottom, slides right up in there between them. What a move by David Sutton to hold on to that number 3 spot right there. Todd Hook in the 4th spot is the last transfer spot here. But the 31 of Hunter Wright way out front there, looking good. What a race so far here. They're really putting it together. Troy Stuckwish holding on to that number 2 spot as we approach halfway. Your running order is Hunter Wright in first, Troy Stuckwish second, David Sutton in third, Zachary Bevan in fourth, the last transfer spot. And fifth is Todd Hook, Jason Nash in sixth, Andy Taylor. We're gonna have to keep an eye on this transfer spot here because it looks like Zachary Bevan's starting to have some pressure here as Jason Nash is moving in, and so is Todd Hook. They both want that spot that the 62 is running in right now, so we're definitely going to keep an eye on this race to see if Zach can keep it out front. Oh, Todd Hook in the wall. That's one less car he's got to worry about there. Now he's just got to hold off Jason Nash for 2 more laps. This lap and 1 more as Hunter Wright gets the white flag this time by. Jason Nash makes a move here as he goes to the bottom. Loses a lot of momentum there. It allows Zachary Bevan to take off around that high side, but coming off of turn number 4 is your race winner here. Hunter Wright, Troy Stuckwish in second, David Sutton in third, Zachary Bevan holds on to that number 4 spot. Those guys are locked in. Jason Nash, Todd Hook, and Andy Taylor will move on to the B main to see if they can make it happen, and here we go. Everything's fast about this stuff as we're already getting set to run another one here. Heat race number 4 coming up. So we got some cars already out there as Jarrett Murphy's going to be your pole sitter for heat race number 4. So he's going to be the one to hammer down when they set off. He's got the 11 there, Nick Daffern on his outside, second row. Sean Freeman in the 87. The 21 of Nate Kassler is going to be on his outside. The third row, this is going to be the 515 of Chris Cox and the 58 of Josh Corkwell. Zach Attack, the Gen X bad guys are doing just fine, man. Those cars are beautiful, and they're always fast, so thanks for watching, everybody that's on the Twitch side. JVJ. Jarrett Murphy hammers down. Here's the green flag comes out. Nick Daffern gets a good restart as well. And we got a battle between Chris Cox and Nate Kassler right now. Nate Kassler's the low line legend, but Chris Cox is trying to take that groove away from Nathan. Nathan holds it tight down there on the bottom. Chris Cox kind of gets away from him there just a little bit there. And the 11 of Nick Daffern moves up. And you almost want to say jump the cushion because you get up there in that slick stuff and you get no traction, no bite, no forward momentum. But he managed to hang on to it as these guys are sliding sideways through the corner here. Jarrett Murphy, race leader. Oh, the 515 of Chris Cox bobbles just a little bit. That allows Nate Castler to get around him. Now Nate Castler being scored in third. The 515 of Chris Cox still locked in for now, but he's got the 58 of Josh Corkwell. Sees blood in the water. He's going to try to lock on to the back end of that 515 and run him down and take over that number 4 spot. Let's see if Chris Cox can hang on to it and hold off Josh Corkwell here. So we're approaching 2 to go when they cross the start-finish line, this time by Jarrett Murphy way out front. 1.7 second lead over Nick Daffern. So right now, your running order, Jarrett Murphy, Nick Daffern, Nate Castler, and Chris Cox in the top 4. Josh Corkwell, Sean Freeman just outside that. So we got a battle right here for that number 4 spot. Josh Corkwell moves in, tries to slide up next to him as they go door to door. Coming off of turn number 4, the white flag waves for Jarrett Murphy. One more time around, the 515, wow! They both kind of got a little upset there. So the 515 comes off turn number 4, but Jarrett Murphy, your winner here in that HRT machine. Nick Daffern in second, Nate Castler in third. Chris Cox rounds out the top 4. Josh Corkwell and Sean Freeman gonna move on to the B main. Oh, we got a C main tonight. Nice. Blake, how many events? All right, let's grid them up. They're out there. A 12-lap race coming up here with 5 drivers, 5 very fast drivers. Man, Ethan Stuckwish, first row inside on his outsides. Jason Nash, Jesse Isidore on the inside in that 9 car. He's gonna have Todd Hook on his outside there in the 23. JD Sash starting last but not least. Somebody give me a heads up on how many's going to advance on this one and what's coming up after this. I see it's a little different this week. I got in a little late, so I didn't get to talk to too many people. 12 laps coming up here. Lights off on that pace truck. So you know what that means, folks. Next time by, they're gonna slide slideways. It's kind of a tongue twister. Slide slideways. I do it on purpose though. It's fun. It's fun to say. It's just fun to say. 3 is gonna advance. Thank you, Jeremy. Here we go. Pace truck's in. Hammer down here for the... Wow, I got choked up for a second there as we got some contact between Todd Hook and Jason Nash. That's gonna open the door for Ethan Stuckwish, your race leader here. Jesse Isidore in second. Todd Hook in the wall just a little bit there, but we got a battle right here. This is between JD Sass and Jason Nash. I think JD pulls this one. Pulls him down the backstretch, and Jason Nash closes it as they get into the corner here as they come off turn number 4. Ethan Stuckwish, Jesse Isidore, JD Sash in that top 3 right now. So they're going to be the ones that move on. And yeah, fill me in on what's up next here, Jeremy. But yeah, we're been a lot of great racing here tonight. Exciting to watch. I've had a lot of fun so far, and we haven't even got to the main tonight. Our feature race is going to be 50 laps. So I can't wait for that. As that number 9 of Jesse Isidore is trying to run down Ethan Stuckwish. He's got 8 laps to do it. But it's going to be hard to do because Ethan Stuckwish is very consistent and he's very fast. So we'll see. that Evil One graphics, Gen X bad, number 9 machine. Looking good. We take a look at third here. JD Sash. He's hanging on to that number 3 spot over Jason Nash and that Blue Lives Matter number 199. He's got Todd Hook right behind him. Todd Hook got into the wall just a little bit early on. Didn't seem to mess that car up too much. David who? David Sutton? That's pretty cool, man. Zach? Nick said, hopefully a second lane gets worked in for the feature. I agree. Yeah, we had a 1-lane track last night, and Ethan Stuckwish is way out front by 2.5 seconds over Jesse Isidore. And look at Jesse fighting JD Sash right here for that number 2 spot as they go side by side into the turn 3 and 4. Jesse gets a little bit high. He might be trying to work in that high side to make it a double groove race here, but he's got to get into this main tonight. They're going to take 22 cars here and run 50 laps. JD Sass makes his way around. Jesse Isidore takes over that number 2 spot, knocks Jesse back to third. Jason Nash just ahead of Todd Hook there, holding on to that 4th spot. Looks like Todd Hook might have a little trouble with that car. He might have got a little bit of damage there early on. Seems like an ill-handling race car, but Jason Nash looks fast out there in that 199. As the white flag's out for Ethan Stuckwish, as he's out to a 3-second lead over Jesse Isidore, which reclaimed that number 2 spot from JD Sass. As our race leader comes off of turn number 4, the checker flag waves. Ethan Stuckwish, Jesse Isidore, JD Sass, move on. Jason Nash and Todd Hook, man, they might have to pack it up. I hope not. We move on to the B main. Robin. Hey, Robin. Thanks a lot for everybody that's out there watching. I really appreciate the support, and I'm sure the International Dirt Association do as well. Hey, and if you're an iRacer, you want an iFlag, check out iRacingIFlag.com. Use that promo code SIMADDICTS 2018. Get 15% off. Hey, that's money. I like money. Who don't like money, right? All right, Jeremy, tell me what's up. All right, as we get set for our B main here, let's take a look at the drivers that are going to be participating in this event. Starting on the pole, the man that made the SRTV Network logo that you see in the top right of your screen, Charles Silvas, Hollywood Charles Silvas, starting on that front row. He's got the 58 of Josh Corkwell on his outside. Second row is going to be the 331 of Dustin Hall. On his outside, it's going to be Sean Freeman, that 87 discount tire machine. That's a good looking car, man. I tell you what, I like that. He's always in cars that I like. What's up with that? We got the same kind of flavor, I guess. Starting last there is going to be the 19, which it looks like he's going to be starting second row outside, or third row outside, but we'll see. We get set to go green in this B main. It's gonna be top 3 advance if my math is correct, since Jeremy don't want to say nothing. It's all right. All right, get set to go green here. Pace truck in. Green flag waves for Charles Silvas. Hollywood Charles Silvas with a chance to bring home a win here. 12 laps. We got a battle behind him between Dustin Hall and Josh Corkwell. Josh Corkwell was just on the track as he's trying to make a statement here and get that number 58 machine up in the main event here tonight, which I don't doubt he will make it. I think he will make it. But the only thing about it is 2 of these drivers will not make it. And it's looking good for Hollywood Charles Silvis in that 28 as he's your race leader right now. Dustin Hall in second. Third is going to be the 19 there of Andy Taylor as he's down on that bottom. Josh Corkwell rounds around the... He goes round the outside. Round the outside. I had to do that. Top 3 formats messed up. How many advanced? It was messed up. Because I'm counting 22. You had 4, 4, 4, 4, and 3. That's 19. If you're taking 22, then 3 of these will make it. Looking at our leader here, Charles Silvis. He's out in front by 0.7. 7/10 of a second there over Dustin Hall in that 331. Oh, Charles gets into the wall there. Oh no, that's gonna cancel his chances here. The 28 is gonna have to gather it back up, get it back up to speed, and get it back up in that top 3. We'll see if he can do it here. Sean Freeman, his first victim. If he can get to the back bumper, that's gonna put the change the lead over here to the 331 of Dustin Hall. That Gen X Bad Racing Machine, as he is smiling ear to ear now as your race leader. Josh Corkwell right behind him in second. Sean Freeman in third. Andy Taylor running in fourth in that 19 machine. Yeah, that's what I thought. Top 3, move on. All right, 3 to go. It's going to be 2 when he crosses the line. This time by Dustin Hall, about to pull off the win for the B-Main here for the International Dirt Association SIMADDICTS League. Modified Mondays. We got 50 laps coming up. The white flag's out for Dustin Hall. He's going to make one more time around. Josh Corkwell moves up a little bit higher on the track, trying to find some speed somewhere around the track, but I don't think he's going to be able to pull it off here because the 331 of Dustin Hall looks good, and he's coming off of turn number 4. Makes no mistakes. Checker flag for Dustin Hall. Josh Corkwell in second. Andy Taylor move on. Those 3. Charles Silvis, man, I hate to see that for Charles Silvis. Sean Freeman, those guys, unfortunately, gonna have to pack it up. As we move on to our warm-up session, watch these guys run a few laps. Tonight's race was brought to you by Narwhal Bloodbath, Canton Wines Diesel Performance, Mosley Designs, HRT Sim Racing, and Ferguson Racing. And don't forget, iRacing iFlag. Use that promo code, get you an iFlag. SIMADDICTS 2018, 15% off. That's a lot of money. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Our feature race tonight for the SIMADDICTS Modified Mondays, 50 laps coming right up here. Let's take a look at our starting grid here tonight. Last week's winner was Jarrett Murphy, by the way. Let's see if he can do 2 in a row. He's already got 2 wins. He won at Williams Grove and he won at KNOXVILLE last week. Kendall Tucker starting on the pole with Keith Hackney on his outside. Second row is going to be Hunter Wright in that 31. He's got Jarrett Murphy on his outside. Third row goes to Kyle Morris. In the 93 machine, he's got Tim Christensen on his outside. Fourth row, Troy Stuckwish in the 124. He's got Nicholas Daffern on his outside. Jeremy Freeman. It looks like he's moving himself to the rear of the field. That's going to mess it up just a little bit here, but David Sutton's, he's going to be starting in that 5th row, I would say. We'll have to find out once they get him lined back up. He's going to have Nate Kessler on his outside. Blake Garrett in the 257 starting in the 7th row. He's got Blake Brown on his outside. Zachary Bevan not on the track. It's going to put Ethan Stuckwish starting there. He's got the 515 of Chris Cox. Or is that right? Hey, I don't know. JD Sash right there. You see him starting on the inside. The number 9 at Jesse Isidore. We got the 58 of Josh Corkwell. And the 331 of Dustin Hall. And last but not least, that 19 machine. As they get set to go green here. Green flag's out for Kendall Tucker. We got a battle for the lead already. Look like Keith Hackney tried to put a move on. Didn't quite get it pulled off there. But he's going to do it one more time here. He's battling with Kendall Tucker up front for that number 1 spot. Kendall Tucker leads that first lap. He's the one that won last night for the Dirt Outlaws series, so he's extremely fast and he knows how to get it done. We are under caution right now, and I believe Nick Daffern might have got caught up in that one. We're gonna have to go back and find out what happened. For our first caution tonight here on lap number 4. Let's see if we can find out on the replay here. Give me just 1 second. Oh, he makes contact with that outside wall. Causes him to spin around. And fortunately, no other drivers were caught up in that. Imagine that. That is awesome. Thanks to iRacing. That was cool. That could have caused a big wreck. So that turned out to be pretty good. And just so you know, the third restart will be single file here for the International Dirt Association, which sanctions these races. Any league that runs under the International Dirt Association runs under the IDA rules. So the SIMADDICTS, that means, you know, the SIMADDICTS are going to be going single file restart here if they have on that third restart. So they'd have to have 3 cautions, which is not a bad idea. Lights are off on the pace car, and that's going to give Hackney another shot at trying to get the lead from Kendall Tucker. Let's see if he can do it here. Green flag, he takes off before the pace truck's off the track. He is definitely trying to get a good restart here as Keith Hackney barrels down into the turn. They are door to door to 3100 right. Oh, they make contact. Keith taps that outside wall, but he hangs on to it. Let's keep an eye on Keith here as he is trying to make his way back up towards the front after a little bit of adversity. It looks like Jarrett Murphy taps the inside wall, knocks him up the track just a little bit. The 3100 right trying to make a move on the outside with Keith Hackney trying to make a move on the bottom as they go 3 wide off turn number 4. Wow, what a race going on right here. This is for third and second as Kendall Tucker looks out his mirror as the caution comes out one more time here early on. Not unusual, so I'm not sure what happened. So let's see. Hang on just 1 second. Oh, man. Wow, what in the world is going on? I lost everything. Well, I might have to do something here. Hate to have to do it. Oh no, we lost everything. Wow. Never had that happen before. But we're back racing. Keith Hackney steals that lead away. And we go back under caution, and while we're under caution, I need to figure something out, so hang tight just for a second. Well, folks, it's not gonna work. Imagine that. How does that happen? How does that happen? Only the Lord knows. It's all right. We'll just turn them all off. Wow. All right, we're getting set to go green here. Keith Hackney, your race leader here, so he gets a good restart here, single file restart. They're back under caution. One more time. I'd like to fix this, but I don't know if it's gonna work. If I did, I tell you what, let's try it. Let's give it a try. Hang on 1 second. See if we can fix this while we're under caution real quick. I think we can. All right, we got it fixed. I knew I could do it before they go back green. Here we are. We're back. I have no idea why it crashed on me, but it did. And we're going back racing here. Green flag out. Keith Hackney up front. Kendall Tucker in second. They do single file restarts here. Jarrett Murphy makes a move to the bottom, and it's going to refresh all these guys' paints. So bear with that. It's downloading their paints right now, but up front, Keith Hackney managed to take away the lead from Kendall Tucker. Jarrett Murphy looking really good as well. And they are back under caution. And I apologize for what happened just a second ago. I have no idea what happened. I lost everything, you know. I didn't have any driver names. You know, the flags wasn't working or anything. But I guess what we can do it now. So I hope you know, you ain't too mad at me out there. So let's see. What was that caution for? Hang tight and we'll find out. Let's hit the magic button. There it is. Ethan Stuckwish, it looks like, gets caught up in it, whatever it was. The 257 gets in the wall, comes around. Ethan Stuckwish with nowhere to go is the reason for that caution there. And let's take a look and see what's been going on here. We've had, oh, that's not gonna be right. So we've had 2 cautions since I reloaded. So that would be 5 cautions. I think this is our 5th caution of the night. So the lights are getting ready to go off on the pace car. Beautiful track here. Volusia Speedway is where we're at. I love this track, especially in the street stocks. It's really fun. We're halfway through this one, folks. 25 of 50 are down. 25 to go. And Keith Hackney couldn't be in a better spot. So he gets to start these races, and here we go. Green flag out. Keith Hackney hammers down, and Kendall Tucker right behind him. Jarrett Murphy makes that move to the bottom again. And he gets right up next to the door there. Kendall Tucker doesn't have the momentum as Kendall Tucker does coming off of that high side. And we are under caution here one more time, so been quite a bit of cautions here tonight. So let's find out what that caution was for. Oh, there we go. Wow, the 331 of Dustin Hall, I believe, got caught up with something, and Andy Taylor with nowhere to go. I tell you what, let's take a look from Andy's view. So he's coming off a turn 2, and then all of a sudden, wham! Got him. Hate to see that for any of those guys, man. I hate to see any of these cars get tore up. Love watching these guys go around. They get door to door. They start putting on a great show, you know, but things happen, and I understand that. Heck, I mean, look just what happened to me, you know? But we fought through it, and we're back, and I feel good about it. And I do apologize for that. I wasn't gonna give up, that's for sure. I ain't no quitter. All right, the lights are off again. Keith Hackney's gonna get a chance to take off one more time. Let's see if he can lead 20 more laps here. Green flag for Keith Hackney as he steps that pedal to the metal. Jarrett does it again. He loves going low in that first turn there, and it puts him right up door to door with Kendall Tucker. Kendall Tucker just pulls him barely down that straightaway there. As he tries to hold it on the bottom, they make contact there. They hold it together. Keith Hackney first, Kendall Tucker second, Jarrett Murphy in third, Tim Christensen and David Sutton up to that top 5 spot as he's got his hands full. He's battling with that 93 of Kyle Morris. David Dowd on the bottom. He's got Blake Brown, Ethan Stuckwish behind him. There's a battle all around this racetrack right now as Keith Hackney still out front. Kendall Tucker trying to run him down. Not sure if he'll be able to do it, but we got a 3-wide battle here between David Sutton, Ethan Stuckwish, and Blake Brown in that 74 as they come off turn number 4. Looks like the track's starting to widen out just a little bit as we got some cars up high and some cars down low. Oh, Blake slides up just a little bit, man. It causes him to go around. And he didn't hit nothing, and he stayed out of everybody's way. Wow, we watched that live, so no need for a replay on that one. Your race leader right here, the 101. I call him the king of dirt, but, you know, that's just me being nice. No, he's great driver, man. All these drivers are really great. I say that, you know, I mean that. You know, I mean that. I'm not just saying that. I mean that. You know, some of the best are the best. Not all the good guys. Not all of the best are here, but we got a lot of great drivers that are, you know, you could say the best that are here tonight. And in dirt racing, you got cautions. I mean, that's just how it is. The question is, can Keith Hackney hold off Kendall Tucker and Jarrett Murphy? It's a good question. But he gets great restarts, and that's going to help him out a lot there. And I got a feeling after watching Jarrett Murphy on the last couple restarts, he's going to throw that thing down on the bottom again and come out right next to Kendall Tucker there. So they're going to drag race for that number 2 spot down the backstretch. So he's been trying everything to get around that number 2 so he can try to run down that 101 of Keith Hackney up front. Keith Hackney, the winner of USA race number 2. He's going for win number 2. Pace truck getting ready to pull in. Green flag. We're back racing. Oh. Oh no, not again. The caution out one more time. Dustin Hall and that JD Sass and Jeremy Freeman. So let's do it. Let's go back and find out why. So I want to know why. Oh, a little tap there from the 19 just causes all kinds of problems. Andy Taylor barely touches them. Let's watch it one more time. Andy Taylor barely makes contact there with the 331 of Dustin Hall, and it just sends Dustin around right in front of Jeremy Freeman. Be surprised what a little bit of contact would do. I've never really seen it. Well, I can't say never, but usually, you know, a little bit of contact doesn't cause a car to go around that fast. But unfortunately, it did that time, so. That's going to give Keith Hackney another chance to get a great restart with less than 10 to go. And if the lights go off this time by, we're going to have a 9-lap race. We'll see. And the lights go off. So it's going to be 8 to go. My bad. It's going to be an 8-lap race to the end here. Maybe it can finish under green. If the caution comes out with 5 or less, they will run it out to the end. This race will not finish under caution. At least that's what I think I was told. Could be wrong. Is that Ryan Newman in the crowd right there? And Dale Jr.? What? Green flag out. Kendall Tucker gets a great jump there as he goes side by side across the start-finish line. Keith Hackney up on the high side. Kendall Tucker down low. Keith Hackney gives that lead up there. Kendall Tucker stole it from him as Jarrett Murphy's trying to move in. And that's going to bring out the caution again. And I'm not sure if that was a legal restart there by Kendall Tucker. He may be getting a penalty for that. As we're going to go back and watch that restart one more time. Let's watch this restart one more time here. Kendall Tucker's already, yeah, it looks like he gets in the gas before Keith Hackney. Wow. I don't know what the admins are going to do there, but it's going to be close. Either way, it was a great race, a great restart there. It was fun to watch, and I'm not sure what the caution was for. We can't go back and find out, though. And the caution is going to be right there. Blake Brown goes around the 257 as well. It's Blake Garrett. So Blake and Blake, this is the reason why we're under caution that time, which didn't take out any other drivers. Kyle Morris up to 3rd, by the way. It looks like they're going to leave Kendall Tucker on that #1 spot, the pole position. Well, they could still be reviewing it. And, you know, Jarrett Murphy. Well, I'm not seeing Keith Hackney back to 19th in the pits. Let's find out what happened to Keith Hackney. He just comes down pit row. All right, we'll go back live here. Keith Hackney pulls it off the track as they get set to go green one more time. It's going to be 4 laps to go. Kendall Tucker out front. Jarrett Murphy going to try to steal this one away here. A 4-lap race to the end, and we're back green. Oh, Kendall holds him off so far. Jarrett Murphy ain't gave up yet as he's running that bottom line there. It's going to be 2 to go when they cross the line this time back. Can Jarrett Murphy do it, or can Kendall Tucker pull it off 2 nights in a row? Jarrett Murphy way down on the bottom. Kendall Tucker up just a little bit higher, and the caution's out, but they won't stop. They'll run this one out. White flag's out for Kendall Tucker as he gets up in that high stuff. Jarrett Murphy way down low. Almost had a shot. He's not going to give up here. One more time, one more corner, and Kendall Tucker pedaled to the metal off of 4. Checkered flag waves. The 00 brings home the win here for race number 5 for the Modified Mondays. The SIMADDICTS, your winner here. Kendall Tucker did it again. He won last night. He won again tonight. I'm not sure what's going to happen on that restart. You have to stay tuned. Check out the website, International Dirt website that's in the description of the video. And Zachary, you know, I don't know. You could be right. I mean, I'd be a little upset if the guy behind me took off before I did, but we don't know if, you know, Keith could have been late. I don't know. That's not up to me. But your winner right here celebrating. Kendall Tucker going to bring home the win unofficially. We'll have to stay tuned to find out if they're going to let him get that win. It's showing Jarrett Murphy as your winner, by the way, which is not true. Kendall Tucker is the winner here tonight. So let's get set to do driver interviews. Let's take a look at our race results, which are not right. I could put them up there, but they wouldn't be right. They ran this one out. So hang tight and we'll get driver interviews ready, and maybe your race results will be posted and I can show you those before we go off. All right, let's pull up our 3rd place finisher, which I believe is Kyle Morris. I'm waiting on the admins to give me that information. In the meantime, this race was brought to you by a lot of great people like Narwhal Bloodbath, Canton Wise Diesel Performance, HRT Sim Racing, Ferguson Racing, and Mosley Designs. And don't forget iRacing iFlag, where you can go to iRacingIFlag.com and use promo code SIMADDICTS 2018 for that 15% off. All right, let's pull up our third place finisher, which is going to be Kyle Morris. Kyle Morris is Jay Weezy in SRTV booth. You got a copy? All right, well, let's move on then. We'll check out our second place finisher here, which is going to be Murph. Jarrett Murphy is Jay Weezy. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How's it going?
I tell you what, on them restarts, you were looking good, man. You were sliding it down in there all the way on the bottom, and then he just kind of got that momentum run off the backstretch there and kind of ran away. But you gave one heck of a fight all race, man, and you had one phenomenal performance. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I didn't really like the fixed set. I'm not a big fan of the fixed sets at this track anyway. This isn't one of my best tracks, but can't complain about second, man. I wasn't firing as good as Kendall was, obviously, but yeah, feels good.
Yeah, I mean, for you to not like fixed setups, come on now. You won race 1, you won race 4, and in race 5 you finished second. You got one heck of a roll going on now.
Yeah, I mean, I confidence is up. Can't complain about that. You know, I just feeling good right now, obviously.
Yeah, well, you almost had that one, and I don't doubt that if there was a few more laps there, you would have pulled off and got your third win here for the SIMADDICTS Modified Monday series in that iRacing iFlag HRT number 25. It looked good out there too, as always. Anybody want to thank for your second place finish?
Yeah, you know, like you said, Jeff Brown over at iRacing iFlag, he always hooks me up. I got this iFlag is always going crazy, especially under the cautions and whatnot, man. When the green flag comes out, it fires away, man. Got a pit box coming along the way as well. I can't wait to use that. I also like to thank my whole HRT teammates, quite a few of them out here tonight. Had some bad luck with Hunter. He got into Kendall there on accident, so he had to go to the back. But yeah, all my teammates and then obviously my fiance for letting me do this. Absolutely,
man. We're taking a look at that iRacing iFlag helmet and your HRT sim racing suit, man. That's a pretty cool little deal, man. Hey, I always have fun talking to you. You put on another great show out there. You almost had it, Jarrett.
Yeah, almost only counts on horseshoes and hand grenades, man.
You know that's right. All right, man. Good talking to you.
Thank you.
Jarrett Murphy, man, I tell you what, I love talking to him. He's always fast, and I talk to him a lot in both of these seasons. Over here at the International Dirt Association, he puts on one heck of a race week in and week out. So he's got to pat himself on the back for doing such a great job. But the man of the hour again, he won last night. He's going to pull off the victory here tonight again. Last night he was in the 55. Tonight he does it in that 00. Kendall Tucker. It's Jay Weezy, you got me?
Yes, sir.
How'd you do it, man? I know that the restart played a big role on there, but I mean, you know, it's a 50-lap race. You was all over the back end of him the whole time, putting that pressure on, and you had one fast, bad machine out there.
Yeah, well, to start the night, qualified first, ran away with a win in my heat, and we got a good start up front. I hate there were so many cautions, but going in three right there, about lap 13, I mean, I was entering high and then diamonding off, and just Hunter, he just overdrove it and just took me out, I guess you could say. But I mean, I still feel like I should have got my spot back in the lead. I mean, there was nothing on my end that I could have done. I can't help what the guys behind me are doing. But yeah, every time I think we got like the most laps we ran consecutive at a cost, and it was like 4 or 5. And about lap 3 or 4, it would take about 3 or 4 laps to get up to Heath. And that one time I did. I knew I was faster than him, and I just needed some laps. And I was just trying some different things on the restarts right there. And luckily on that last one, about the time he fired, I fired. And I mean, I know Keith was pretty upset about it, but I was not clear of him before the flag stand. I wasn't even up beside of him yet, and mean, if I would have passed him, it would have gave me a black flag and I would have been disqualified. But anyways, I slid him going into 1 right there, and then when we had a caution, so in real life, I've seen people do that. I don't know how many times, and I mean, if anybody would have been in my position, they would have had to do the same thing, because I know I was going to have a lap or two to make my move, and the laps were winding down, so I had to go for it.
And I totally agree with you there, Kendall. You know, you got to time those restarts perfectly, because if you're off a split second, they're going to get out away from you. And you perfectly timed that one. You wasn't ahead of him at the start-finish line, because it would have disqualified you. I totally agree with that. But you was when the caution came out, and that scored you in first, man. And you brought home the victory tonight. That's what matters. So congratulations on the win. Anybody want to thank?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I got to give a big shout out again to all the guys at HRA Motorsports, JRS Shocks, Longhorn Chassis. I got to give a big shout out to all my family and friends watching again tonight. My dad Noel, my mom Velvet, my grandparents Kathy and Ted, and I believe Benji's watching again. Like I said last night, y'all go look him up on Facebook, Benji Hicks Racing. Got to give a big shout out to my sister. I forgot to thank her last night, and got to thank Ashlyn, little girl Sylvia Grace, and I think Wayne and Angela are watching, and just all the fans out there for watching tonight. And I wish we could have been able to get some green flag laps in, but I'm glad I was at least able to make it a little bit exciting and cause a little bit of drama.
Hey, absolutely, man. Congratulations, and I like your shout-outs, man. It's always good to throw out the family and yeah, all the viewers, man. We definitely appreciate that. Go celebrate your win, Kendall. That's 2 in a row. You did it last night. You did it again tonight.
I appreciate it, man. I'll see you soon.
All right. He's right, man. You know, they would have disqualified him, but hey, I'm not in it. So unofficially, your winner there tonight, it's going to be Kendall Tucker. And he did it on that restart, man. And that's one thing you got to understand. You can't let those guys get out in front of you. You got to be timing those restarts just right. But he had one super fast machine out there. Great race put on by everybody over here for the International Dirt Association. Thanks to everybody out there watching. Congratulations to Kendall Tucker on the win. And I hope everybody enjoyed it tonight. And if you don't know, I'm Jay Weezy up here in the SRTV Network booth, Sim Race TV, and we'll be back Friday night with the trucks, as long as they come up with enough trucks. Hey, if there's anybody out there that wants to run the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series, hit up the International Dirt Association. I got all the information in the links in this description of this video. We're trying to get some trucks to run. If not, they're going to cancel it. So come on over, run some trucks on Friday night if you ain't got nothing else to do. I mean, I even ran last week. So bring it on, baby. For tonight, for SRTV Network, I'm Jay Weezy. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Have a good night.